Hello, welcome. This is Sports Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. It's good to have you join us to talk sports. I'm Austin Okonakwan. It's still a racy, pacey, action-packed world of sports. We'll continue updates on the elections into the boards of the National Sports Federations. Remember, we're going to have rerun elections into 5 federations. But for now, you can save 4 because gymnastics. Remember, the protested, they said, no, nothing went wrong with the June 13 elections. We're not going to have a rerun. So we'll continue our updates on that one. Also on the show tonight, we'll take a look at the Federations Cup, which is now the ITO Cup. You know the story. The ITO sponsorship, 300 million naira over a duration of 5 years. A committee has been inaugurated. So the NFF, the main business, they swung into action. They said, let's start seeing ways we can rebrand that competition. We'll take a look at it. And who doesn't know that the Wimbledon Tennis Championship is going on? Good start for Andy Murray. Good start for Weber. But do you know that Stanislas Wawrinka is out of the competition? Yes, Stanislas Wawrinka, actually one of the major talking points from Wimbledon. He needed just day one, first game and out 11. He was seeded number 5 for the competition. We'll take a look at the Wimbledon Tennis Championship, and we'll also revisit the verdicts. Remember, last week Friday, at the appeals committee that was set up to look into issues that will come out of the National Sports Federation elections, and they gave their verdict last week Friday. And they said, look, a lot of irregularities. We will find out some of the talking points that are coming out of that one. And of course, are those ones that say, well done, appeals committee, those that are saying, no, this is not justice served. All of the talking points we'll bring together. This is the fun factory. And right here, we'll dissect everything, just about everything that is going down in your world of sports. We'll also take a look at transfers. Who is moving from one club to another? Vincent Enyama is also on the news tonight. What's going on with that Nigerian goalkeeper with his French club, Lille in France? We will take a look at all of those major talking points. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Shouldn't we bring you into everything that I'll be doing tonight? We should bring you into this because this show is designed for you. You can talk to us on Twitter, Channels_sports. I keep telling you, it's a verified Twitter handle, and all we do there is talk sports. So you can follow that handle and send to us your questions, comments, suggestions as regards everything that we'll be discussing tonight on the program. Twitter, Channels_sports, Facebook, Channels-sports. All our top stories can be viewed on our website. It's channelstv.com and on YouTube /channelsweb. If you're on the go, you can log on to m.channelstv.com to download the Channels TV app for any of those devices on your screen right there. For your iPad, your Android phones, your iOS, your Windows phones. Just log on to m.channelstv.com, download the app, and be part of everything that I'll be doing tonight on the program. It's an action-packed all the sports. Let's find out what's going on with the rerun elections into the 4 pending National Sports Federations Board. What's coming from the Ministry for Youth and Sports says the rerun elections will now take place on Wednesday, July the 12th, 2017. Remember last week, it was supposed to be July the 7th. Now it has been postponed. Let's refresh your memory again. The federations are athletics, gymnastics, up to today, gymnastics, remember they're protesting weightlifting, taekwondo, and rugby. They're supposed to be part of that rerun election. The chairman of the National Sports Federation's Electoral Appeals Committee, Alhaji Abdulrazak Salau, said in a statement that the influx of petitions which followed the elections on June the 13th at the Abuja National Stadium were overwhelming and needed more time to be reviewed. Fresh presidential elections are to take place in athletics, taekwondo, gymnastics, and rugby. The elections for the zonal elections will also take place for judo, southwest, athletics, southeast and northeast, and taekwondo, southwest. All zonal vice and presidential elections will take place in the Rugby Federation also on July the 12th. Now, the inauguration, for those guys that didn't have any issue, the inauguration of all national sports federations remains July the 20th, 2017 at the Abuja National Stadium. So just in case you don't know, now you know. Rerun elections will take place on Wednesday, July the 12th, 2017 at the Abuja National Stadium. We brought you the story of gymnastics. The federation says, look, we don't know what's going on. Appeals committee released that gymnastics, they are part of the federation that had problems, a lot of irregularities, and that's why they want them to have a rerun election. Those guys, they protested. They said, no, Nothing went wrong. We didn't have any issue at all. So the Ministry for Youth and Sports, they've been listening to them. We have updates. The president-elect is standing by at our Abuja studios. When we have him, we're going to be talking to him. We'll get updates. We also have Brown Ebewele. Remember the story with Brown was elected technical representative for athletics, got to the elections, and drama happened. But Brown Ebewele, the appeals committee says his election will stand. So Brown Ebewele is also standing by. We just want to understand everything going on with this elections matter. Let's bring in the guys that are with us in the studio as we get ready for our guests to join us live on the program. Cosmos Chukwuemeka is here. Cosmos, good to have you on the show.
Well, Austin, it's good to be back on the show and, of course, to talk about some of these things you have highlighted.
I know. Inyobong Monday is also back. Guess who is here? Inyobong Monday, good to have you on the program.
Yeah, thank you so much, Austin. Absolute pleasure making my return here. Comedy of errors with elections in Nigerian sports, and it's just a crying shame that these things keep happening, almost becoming like a recurring decimal, and we hope that we can get it sorted.
That's right, and Cosmos, that's what we want to do, we want to get it sorted.
Yes,
you followed the elections June the 13th. The Minister for Youth and Sports says we are going to make things look good, and we liked it because the electoral class was bigger. We were ready to even get new persons coming to the board, but all of these issues doesn't just make it look good.
Big time drama. I mean, you were in Abuja that day. I was here, and we were talking about everything that happened there, from issues in taekwondo, of course, to athletics, and of course to all the things that happened. Now, of course, the chairman of the appeals committee of the elections, Abdulrazak Salau Said, actually came out to say that, okay, fine, they got a whole lot of petitions about the elections, and of course, theirs is to put things into perspective and try as much as possible to make things right. So many things happen. The dramas, everything there, and it's a good thing that the sport ministry and of course the appeals committee had to come out to say that, okay, fine, elections have been cancelled in about four federations, and of course you know that rugby didn't even hold their own, so that makes it 5. Now there's still the issue of basketball in the mix as well.
Ministry for Instance, what they've come out to say is the Musa Kida board.
That is the thing. Now there is a confusion in that one. Now the question is I do not particularly want to go into that one because the Federation for International Basketball Association have not particularly come out to say that, okay, it is this board, it is that board. There's so much stories on that one alone. Now let's talk about this one. Now gymnastics is part of them. You just said it. They come out to say that, come on, nothing happened. We had a very good, credible election based on integrity. And of course, it's as if they are being listened to. And of course, the things that was happening in athletics. Taekwondo itself was also very, I followed Taekwondo very, very well on the day of the election. Taekwondo itself is serious story. He said comedy of errors. I mean, it's so much hula baloo happening in Taekwondo. Of course, athletics as well, where they were almost coming to blows in athletics, where some people were actually thrown out of the venue too, is also in the mix as well. So these are very fiery points when it comes to the election, and it's a good thing that everything will be put back into perspective.
That's what we want.